Hi guys. What? Did you say hi?
No, my brother.
Gotta wait a minute for people to join. You know, Mom? You know how it goes?
Do you need to join so the
Oh, I'm the top live.
in the world?
Yeah.
Right now, you're the top live in the world.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Stop it!
Shush. Hi guys. What's up?
You still need to pour Asher.
Why?
That's safety.
Oh. I'm gonna write ask me questions because sometimes these can get awkward because people don't ask questions and I'm like, we gotta ask some questions. And pin that. Okay. Hi guys, how are you? Is today Thursday? Today's Thursday, right? How's your Thursday going? You're not going to answer? Today's Thursday. Okay. Do I have any siblings? I don't. I'm an only child. I have a dog, if that counts.
Sure.
There she is, chilling over there. As I show the random doll on the table. Yeah, that's the only sibling that I have. How old am I? I am 17 years old. 17. Have I ever dyed my hair? I have not. This is my natural hair color. I don't know if I would ever dye it. I like my color. Do I watch Stranger Things? Of course. Who doesn't watch Stranger Things? It's a great show. Hi, Janaea. Love you.
Can't she just call you?
Yeah, right. How's working on Fuller House? It's so much fun. I love it. The cast is amazing. The crew's amazing. It's a very, very fun show to be a part of. Favorite YouTuber? I don't really watch YouTubers. I just mainly watch like talk shows. I love like Jimmy Fallon, James Corden. So I kind of just tune into their YouTube channels. How does it feel like to be an actress? It's fun. I can't imagine myself doing anything else. I love it. Love you, Janaea. Favorite food? I don't know if I can pick. It kind of just depends on my mood. I like Italian food. I like steak. I don't know if I can pick a favorite. Favorite film? Again, I don't know if I can pick a favorite. I have a lot of favorites. Favorite color? Orange. I like orange. No one likes orange, but I think it's great. Floor is lava. I'm not touching the floor, so I'm good. I'm safe. I'm on the couch. I'm in a Harvard sweatshirt right now. It makes me feel a lot smarter than I am, so I put it on to empower myself to do my homework, which I should probably be doing right now. My favorite place to travel. A few years ago, I went to London and Paris, and that was like a dream. I loved it. But there's a lot of places I haven't been yet that I would love to go. Where do I live? I live in Los Angeles, California. I'm going to put a face filter on, because why not? No, not that one. Okay, we'll do this for now. There you go. Favorite animal? I like dogs. I'm trying to when she barks move. That's stupid. Do I like Logan or Jake Paul? I do not watch them. Don't have an opinion. I feel like no one can take me seriously with this filter on my face, but it's fine. Spongebob or Patrick? I'm gonna have to say Patrick. I'm a fan of the sidekicks. Do. Hi, Niles. Favorite Disney movie? Ooh. Like animated or... Like I love Beauty and the Beast, the original, the animated one. Gosh. Monsters, Inc. That's Pixar, though. Why am I blanking? I don't know. Role of a lifetime. I would love to play Audrey Hepburn. That would be pretty amazing. I'd love to play like a real person, dead or alive. I think that'd be very challenging and very cool. I'm like, I have these like really serious questions I'm answering with this frickin' thing on my face. Most embarrassing scene to shoot? I don't know if I'm ever really embarrassed on set. I think it gets to the point where the crew is kind of like family and you're in a very safe environment. I've always felt like I've been in a safe environment, so I don't know if I've ever been super embarrassed. Anything sort of like romantic is kind of like always funny because the crew kind of makes fun of you for it, but it's never something where you're embarrassed. It's just kind of silly and funny. I'm going to take this, I'm going to take this thing off my face because I keep forgetting that it's on there. And what do I think of Marla? I love Marla. She's an amazing on-screen mom.
Is that Marla asking?
No. It's like a Fuller House fan page. She's the best. Do I have a boyfriend? I do not have a boyfriend. If I could be an animal, what would it be? That's a good question. Maybe like a bird. I'd like to fly. If you hear like weird noises, that's my dog walking around on the floor. She's quite loud. What was I for Halloween? I was Violet from The Incredibles. I've been told I've looked like her since I was like very little, so I wanted to be her. She's an English bulldog. Someone asked her Blythe's dog breed. She's insane, but I love her. She's great. Why did Best Friends Would Never Go off? We wrapped last year. I miss it. It was a great show to be a part of, but it's still on Netflix for anyone who loves it. Do. Favorite BFW episode would probably be the finale, like the last two I loved. And then I loved whenever we went to an era. That was always something that was really fun. Favorite song at the moment? I've been listening to a lot of Christmas music, honestly. I love Niall's album. I love Sam Smith's album. Hamilton I always love, but that's not like recent, current. I'd go into my iTunes right now, but I don't want to pause the live. But yeah, there's a lot of music that's been coming out lately that I love. Grace VanderWaal's album, I love her. Do. Favorite holiday? Christmas. I can't wait. I'm already like playing the music. I love it. It's my favorite. I love Bruno Mars. I think he's so talented. I want to see him live one day. Favorite TV show? I have a lot. I love How I Met Your Mother. I love Parks and Recreation, Big Little Lies, Handmaid's Tale, Stranger Things. Yeah, I have a lot. My birthday is August 3rd. I just turned 17. Favorite animal? I think I answered that. I love dogs. I'm 5'3". I may be 5'3.5", Mom. 5'3". Let's go with 5'3". I talk too much? I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I'm a talker. I do it for a living. I like it a lot. Summer or winter? Depends. I don't know. I like them both for different reasons. Favorite movie? I have a bunch. I love The Sound of Music. I love High School Musical. I love Whiplash, La La Land, Gone Girl. I like things that are either like really happy and sweet or things that are like really dark and Get Out, just like really dark and crazy. I think I missed some. Sometimes I look away to get into my thoughts and I forget to read you guys' stuff. Am I in school? Yeah, I'm a senior in high school. Almost done with high school and then off to college. Your birthday's August 4th? That's very cool. One day apart. Love it. Pin if I can't live without my phone. I would pin it, but I'm going to keep my thing up here, but I can't live without it. It's very bad. Our generation, it's crazy. What school do I go to? I basically go to an independent study school. It's basically run, hi Randy, it's basically run through a normal high school, and then I am tutored on set, and then I get all my work from a normal high school. I just don't actually go into the building, if that makes sense. So it's all the same curriculum as I would be doing if I was in a normal school, which is great. People are asking me about college. I am going to do a lot of studying with film because I think that obviously behind the scenes stuff, producing, writing, directing, that's stuff I also want to get into along with acting. So yeah, that's something that I need to get into for sure. Do I like horror movies? I do. I didn't get into them until like, I don't know, a few years ago. I didn't watch horror movies, but I loved It. That was great. And then, like I said, I love kind of psychological thrillers where they're more, instead of being like jump scares, it's an actual like kind of twisted story, which I like. Would I ever visit Jamaica? Of course. I want to travel a lot. That's like my life goal, just to go everywhere. Do I like Harry Potter? Yes, I do. I didn't see any of the movies until 2 years ago, and then I binge watched, like I watched like one a day for like a week, and they're great. It is hard balancing school and acting, but I've been acting since I was 9, so almost 8 years now, which is crazy, but I've kind of just gotten used to it. It's become routine for me, and my parents are great. They help me a lot. Love you. Oh gosh, what a mom. What middle school did I go to? I was homeschooled in middle school. I've been homeschooled since 6th grade. My favorite Christmas treat? Everything. Hot cocoa is the best. Cookies. Oh, I love Christmas. Guys, Christmas is coming. This is great. Do I speak Spanish? I took Spanish for 3 years. Un poquito. Is that right? Well, un poquito, a little bit? Yeah. Ish? Okay. Kind of is the answer. Do I sing? I can sing, yeah. Singing's fun. Hi, Olivia. Miss you already. Mwah. Hope you liked my post. Oh, gosh. People are funny. Do I like coffee? No. I don't like normal, straight coffee, but I like iced vanilla lattes. That's, the only form of coffee that I will drink. It needs to be very sugary. Hello from Canada. Hello. I do like ice cream. That actually sounds very good. Olivia said portrait. He's already gone. He left. He's like, peace out. Speak in Portuguese? I can't. Sorry. I need to scroll up. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Hi, Zach. Hello from Canada. So many people in Canada. How old am I? 17. Hello from Ohio. Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania. How am I? I'm pretty good. Can't complain. How are you? Hi from Belgium. By the way, I sometimes forget that lives are like around the world. So if it's late where you are and you have school or you shouldn't be on here, don't let me keep you. I don't want you to get in trouble. Do I like chocolate? Who doesn't like chocolate? I love chocolate. One time I worked with a writer. This is really off topic, but whenever someone brings up chocolate, I think about this. He's allergic to chocolate, and I started crying. He was telling me the story about how he found out he was allergic to chocolate, and I literally got teary-eyed at the thought of that. I cannot imagine. He wasn't allergic, and then he was 30 years old and became allergic to chocolate. I'm that is the saddest story I've ever heard in my life. I don't know how I would deal with that. What's my ethnicity? Good question. I do not know the answer to that. There's 6 or 7 things that I am. I'm a blender of different stuff. Bender the blender. I love pizza. Hi, Dylan. Who's my favorite Dylan? O'Brien? Who else? What are other Dylans out there?
Dylan was on Beverly Hills 90210 on the 90s.
I'm trying to think of other ones. We have to rate them. Dylan, who else? I'm just kidding. Summerall. I was trying to think of other ones as a joke, but my brain didn't work fast enough. You're from Minnesota. That's very cool. From Georgia. Nice. White milk or dark chocolate? I'm not a white chocolate fan. I like milk or dark, depending on my mood. Somewhere in the middle. Another story. I get sidetracked easily. Thanks for this. I don't know. My dad loves dark chocolate. He thinks it's going to make him live longer. But he does the kind where there's no sugar. It's black and it's bitter. And he's oh, have some chocolate. The other day I'm thanks, Dad. And I literally bit into it and I'm oh my gosh, this is terrible. So the super dark chocolate with it's 90% cacao, I can't do that. Don't know why I'm sharing this. Just thought it was interesting. It probably isn't. What did I miss while I was rambling? Do I wear makeup? Yeah, I'm wearing a little today, but kind of just depends on the day. Give phone number. Nope, not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. Safety first, people. Do. Sorry, I'm just reading. Hi, Connor. Thanks for being a fan. Yeah, Fuller House is so much fun. I'm so happy to be a part of it. Everyone there's amazing. I can't wait for you guys to see the second half of the season. It's coming out before the end of the year. And Rocky's a crazy girl. I hope you guys are going to love it. It's pretty fun. Is living in LA cool? It's very cool. Yeah, I moved here when I was 9, turning 10-ish, and I've lived here ever since. I love it. I feel bad when people say things in different languages that I don't speak. I'm sorry. I don't know what that means. Do. What color are my eyes? I was talking about this with someone the other day. They're hazel, but they like change colors depending on where I am. Like right now they look brown, but if I'm I took a picture earlier and it was like direct sunlight and they were like kind of golden, like orangey golden. So sometimes they're green. They kind of change color, which is kind of cool. Do. My favorite Starbucks drink is a grande iced vanilla latte. It's like all I get from there. It's great. It's all I get, but I get it a lot. It's a problem. Favorite restaurant? Ooh, good question. If we're talking like fancy, there's a restaurant in LA called Bottega Louie, and I love that. Serafina's great in New York and LA. But then, like, I love Chipotle, Blaze Pizza, In-N-Out, if we're talking more casual. What am I doing? I am sitting on my couch in my house, looking at my dog who's sleeping on the floor. There's your specific breakdown. My favorite store. I kind of go to different stores. I love Nordstrom, Topshop. I don't know, it depends. Yeah, it depends. Acting tips. Rejection's a huge part of it, so it's just developing a thick skin, which can be hard at first, but you kind of just have to realize that that's a huge part of it. Even if you're, the biggest person in the industry, there's always rejection. And then I would just say you can't really have fear, and that's something that Meryl Streep, I'm sure, deals with. But with any role you play, you can't have fear. You have to kind of just go full force into it. Favorite kind of candy? I like Kit Kats. Chocolate in general is great. Anything with chocolate. Do I like to play or watch sports? You see, I'm not the best at playing sports. I've kind of accepted that. Mom, do you want to say hi? Okay. I've kind of accepted that, but I like watching it, and my parents work in sports, so I get to go to a lot of games and stuff, which is very fun. But I like even more so going in person to watch it than watching it on TV. I love the whole atmosphere. It's really fun. Do I speak French? I wish I spoke French. I wanted to take French, but my school doesn't do it. But yeah, I love French. I hope I can learn it at some point. What do I use on my skin? All different kinds of stuff. I think it just really, honestly, like, if I were to recommend someone's skincare, it wouldn't work on them. Like, everyone's skin's different. I love to ride roller coasters. That's honestly one of my favorite things. And I don't get scared. It's almost like relaxing for me. Like, I don't know. I love them. Favorite singer? Gosh. Sam Smith, Adele, Bruno Mars, Chance the Rapper. I'm blanking on, like, everyone. Billie Eilish, Grace VanderWaal, Ed Sheeran. And there's a difference, I feel like, between, like, singers and performers. So some people I love are, like, really incredible vocalists, and then others just make amazing music, so it just depends. What stresses you out? Work keeps you up at night. What stresses me out? Gosh, a lot of things. Life stresses me out sometimes, man. Team Matt or Team Steve? I used to be Team Matt, and then the second I started on the show, I became Team Steve just because he's nostalgic, you know? Someone said rubbish. You must be from England, because only my British friends talk like that. But I love it. I wish I were British. Beyonce or Rihanna? I don't know. I love them both. They're both incredible. Do. I miss them, I feel like. Where do I live? LA. You saw me at the Santa Monica Pier? Oh, awesome. It was nice to meet you, too. Very fun. Hey! You good? It was such a weird bark for her. It's usually, like, lower.
Landry?
Yeah.
Did you see the note from Hollywood 1977?
What?
Did you see the note from Hollywood 1977?
No. Is that Matt, Mom?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
He's right. He wrote it again.
Let me look. Matt just wrote physics. Hi, Matt. What's up? These people are like, who is that? Fenty Beauty. Oh my gosh, I love that's Rihanna's makeup line. I want to try it. I haven't yet. Do I like singing better than acting? No, I like acting a lot better. I don't consider myself a singer. I can sing, but I'm never, I don't know. I will sing in a movie or a show as an actor, if that makes sense, but I don't consider myself someone who will tour or release albums anytime soon. Her nails are all over the floor right now. Blythe, come here. Come here. No? Okay. Do. Hey, come here. Up. Okay, bye. Sorry, guys. She's being a diva today. What else? Someone said, do you have homework? And you're telling us to be ready for school. I do have homework. I will do it after this. Sushi or macaroni and cheese? I don't like sushi. I feel like I'm one of the only people, but I'm not a fan of sushi. I am 17. If I would change my eye color to any color, I'd probably change it to blue. I'm like lounging, you guys. Sorry, I was like falling asleep on you for a second there. Do I speak Spanish? Kind of. Kind of. Not really. I took it in school, but I'm not great at it. I don't play volleyball. Do. I'm gonna put another filter on me. Hi. Oh gosh. See, I want to put these on, but then I can't take myself seriously. What are... Alright, cool. What is... Okay, I'm taking these off. Nope. Too much. Too much, Landry. Too much. Taylor Swift's new album. It's not fully out yet, is it? I like Gorgeous. It's a good song. Do. Good evening. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Mom. Oh wait, hold on. Hi Chandler. Pancakes or waffles? Depends on my mood. I don't know. I'm gonna say waffles. Hold on, I need to pause this for 1 sec. I'll be right back. Hi, I'm back. Hi Chandler. I don't know, I think waffles. I'm more of a waffle gal. Are you guys excited for the holiday season? Let me know. I definitely am. I'm ready. I am ready for it. True, Chandler. You're very right. Why not both, you know? Do. Fun being on here. Thank you guys for... Every time I go live, I say thank you for curing my boredom, but it's the truth. I get bored sometimes. Favorite city? LA to live, New York to visit. I want to live in New York for a little bit, like in my 20s, just because I lived there when I shot a film when I was 10, and it was like the best experience of my life. I love that city so much. So, yeah, definitely both of those. Do, do, do. You've been listening to Christmas music since May. You are my idol. I'm so excited. I love Christmas. It's a good time. What else is new, people? How's school going? I'm turning it around. I'm going to ask you guys questions. How's school? What grade are you in? How old are you? Let me know. How long did it take me to grow my hair? I've always had long hair since I was like 4 years old, so I've only gotten trims my entire life. So I don't really know because I've never had it short. Hi Ariana, how are you? It was great seeing you this weekend. Hope to see you soon. You're in 6th grade, 8th grade, 13, 14. Nice. 10th grade. You have a 15-page essay due tomorrow. That's crazy. Good luck. You'll do great. Miss you too, Ariana. I can't wait to see your movie. It's going to be so good. You're 19, freshman. You just graduated from high school. Very cool. I'm almost there. 10 years old. Nice. I am a high school student. I am a senior. You're 15. Very cool. My favorite book. I don't know if I have a very much favorite, but right now I'm reading a book called Ready Player One. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it's going to be a movie in March, so I wanted to read the book before it becomes a movie, and it's Steven Spielberg, so it's going to be genius. And it's very good so far. I think I'm on like chapter 4. It's really good. But favorite book of all time, I don't know. I love To Kill a Mockingbird, the Hunger Games series. Favorite musician, Ed Sheeran's incredible. I don't speak Russian. I do not. Oh gosh, someone said it's 12 a.m. and they're in England and they have school tomorrow. Go to bed. I don't want you to get in trouble. Your parents are like, what are you watching? Go to sleep. My plans for the holiday. I live in the city. Excuse the motorcycle going down the road. Wow. My plans for the holiday, I normally spend Christmas Eve here in LA. And then on Christmas Day, I fly to Utah to hang out with my mom's side of the family. So I believe that's the plan, because that's usually what it is. What's my name? My name's Landry. Very nice to meet you. I do like to read. I like to read, though, when I'm playing with my hair a lot, I apologize. The dog is clawing on the door. I like to read when I pick the books. That's the only thing. Sometimes with books that I have to read for school, it's a little rough. But yeah, I like the books that I choose. No, that makes sense. Hi, Kate. I miss you. I hope you're loving New York. You look like you're having the best time. I'm 5'3". I'm literally humming Christmas music. That's when you know it's here. Your cousin's name is Landry. That's so cool. I don't know a lot of Landrys. So whenever I meet one, I kind of freak out. Especially girls. I feel like that's a little more rare. I do miss Best Friends Than Ever. That was such a fun show for me. Yeah, I miss it a lot. I love Sid. Every time I go into stores and see, like, anything with patches or, like, a bomber jacket, I'm like, Sid would have worn that. It's fun when you, like, play a character for that long of a time because, like, they become a part of you. So, like, things like clothes and stuff like that become very much, like, second nature in a way. Any plans to come to the UK? I want to. I went there when I was 13 or 14, and I miss it. I love London. I would love to film something there, too. My goal is to, like, film things in different countries. That would be, like, the dream. Sorry, I'm, like, scrolling. I feel like I miss comments sometimes. I just watched Hamilton and I cried. Oh my gosh. It's just amazing. I can't rave about it enough. Oh, I hope I can go in LA soon. I think I'm going to. It's just perfect. It's great. What's my zodiac sign? I'm a Leo. Sorry, I figured with my eyebrows. I like to dance salsa. I have never done that before. I'm open to it, but I don't know. Favorite Christmas movies? Like I said, guys, I live in the city. There's a lot of action going on. Favorite Christmas movies? Elf, Love Actually, Home Alone. Those are some. I love Love Actually. I love them all. They're all great. Oh, I was itching my face in the phone. Oh, sideways. Look at it. You see that helicopter? Look at it. What? Hi, buddy. That's all. Thought I'd share. Santa baby. My country, I am from the United States of America. USA. Favorite app? Probably Instagram or Snapchat. Yeah, that's probably what I use the most. Or Postmates. food's always a good app. What's the background noise? You see, I live in a pretty busy city, so it's sirens, it's honking, it's motorcycles, it's a lot of action. I never really know. But, yeah, that's what's going on there. Hi, Abigail. Favorite ice cream? I like milkshakes better than I love ice cream. Fun fact. So like Oreo shakes, chocolate milkshakes. Ooh, this is like getting me in a mood for a shake. I also love like mint chip ice cream. There you go. There you go. I'm just into that. Someone said I'm losing people. It's not that interesting, so I apologize. Maybe it is. Dress or pants? Depends on my mood. I like both. What else should I talk about? What interests you guys? I would guess a friend, but I don't know if I have any friends on here right now. Someone said say hi to my cousin Chloe. Hi to your cousin Chloe. Mwah. Cats or dogs? Dogs. My dad's allergic to cats, so I've never had a cat. But I've always had dogs. Hi, Evelyn. I would guess someone, but I don't know if there's anyone to guess. What was my dream job as a kid? An actor. I've never wanted to be anything else. I've always wanted to perform, so I'm very lucky that I get to do it. There's a bird! Oh, it just went away. He's gonna show you guys, but you probably don't care. What's the best thing about living in LA? So many things. The atmosphere in general is amazing. There's a lot to do here. You never run out of things to do, which is great. There's a lot of good restaurants. Santa baby. I do not have the iPhone X. I have a 7, I believe. Slip the swing under the tree. Can I help you with geometry? Possibly. Don't know if I'm the best person to, though. I'd ask, like, someone who's, I don't know, not me. English I could help you with. I'm 17. Does not want to be friendly today. Favorite fashion designer? Good question. Gosh. I don't even know if I could pick one. Stuart Vevers I love. Marc Jacobs. You hear my dog drinking water? Yeah, I don't know if I could pick one. I have a lot. I'm still trying to put a list together in my head right now. Hi, sorry, I'm back. Blythe! Hey, I'm not getting your food. Come here. Favorite part about being an actress? Probably just the fact that it's what I love, and I fell in love with it at a very young age, so the fact that I get to do it, I'm still very young, but the fact that I get to do it for a living is amazing. Will I marry you? I don't know you, so, sorry. Am I talking to my dog? Yes, I am. Hold on. Bee. There she is. There she is. Hi. Hey. Look at her. She's not moving. There she is. Hi. Alright, I'll leave you alone. Sassy little thing. Hi, Maddie. My dog's name is Blythe. Let's go. Oh, any stage fright tips? I mean, there's the whole imagine everyone in their underwear thing, but I've never tried that, so I don't know if that works. I just think it's one of those things where you kind of just do your best to lose yourself in the performance, and you kind of forget that all those people are watching you. And if you do mess up, they're not going to notice, because they don't know how it was supposed to go anyway, if that makes sense. So I think that's the most important thing to keep in mind. I always get nervous before like anything live like that, whether it's like a live audience or anything in theater. But yeah, I think that's the best thing. It usually goes away the second you get on stage, and if you're invested and focused on what you need to do. Okay, I guess I've been on here a long time because it's counting down that it says I have like 2 minutes remaining. So I'm gonna go. I've been on here a while. I loved all you guys' questions. Thank you for asking them. I hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for watching. Bye, you guys.